Hey everyone, and welcome back to another video. This is your buddy Crypto Prophet, and we are going to be taking a good look at VeChain today. Obviously, with the prices being down all across the market, VeChain is going to be no exception. Unfortunately, VeChain is going to see the dip as well, but VET is going to be one of those coins that will continue to push throughout the rest of the month, and I have no doubts about that. If we look at the last week, we're just seeing a good time to buy. Potentially, if you got in at this 0.08 mark, you're going to be making pretty good money for the rest of March, in my opinion. Remember, guys, this is my opinion. I am not a financial advisor. I will never be a financial advisor, so always do your own research. VeChain is one of those coins that could definitely continue on the rise. Obviously, we see it right now at that 0.0868. 10% increase overall. The market cap at that 5.6 billion. The volume in the last 24 hours sitting at 1.5 billion. And then we have the circulating supply at 64.3 billion VET. So if you don't know what VeChain is a cryptocurrency and smart contracts platform focused on supply chain management. It allows manufacturers to add sensors such as RFID tags to their products that can record data onto the VeChain blockchain. This is very important. This is definitely a big part of the future. VeChain will be involved in a lot of the future, obviously, with something like this. This product is going to continue to increase the coin specifically. As we saw, it was at 4 cents just in February 28th, and we've seen it over double since then. It's not one of the craziest coin increases. However, that makes me believe VeChain is not done yet. I think obviously with this 10% decrease, we saw it was overhyped. We saw a huge increase, all the way up until that about 10-cent mark from, 7 cents just a few days earlier. Obviously, that's going to be a little bit too high of a pump, and you're going to see, kind of a dump off. A lot of maybe whales trying to get rid of their big, assets in there. And obviously that could help VeChain users or, coin holders quite a bit get in at a cheaper price. We see that volume at a large 1.5 billion in the last 24 hours, and that is very, very large. So that shows that, there is a lot of action, a lot of movement in the VeChain, VeChain coin itself. I think that we will continue to see a lot of movement here because people see the price, so low, and they see a very big future in VeChain that if they can get in now, they pretty much can make any short-term profit at any point in time on the rise up. Obviously, buying in at perfectly this bottom of the dip is going to be very hard to do. But if you buy in even at, like 0.068, you're already evened out and you're going to continue to make money over the next couple months, most likely. If we look at the end of March, April, and 2021, we will give you our price prediction on each one of those months. But before we do that, let's take a brief overview of the website itself and go over what VeChain actually does. So the VeChain Thor, the public blockchain that derives its value from activities created by members within the ecosystem solving real-world economic problems. If you can continue down, you see that the meta transaction features controllable transaction lifecycle, multitask transaction MTT, transaction dependency, and then fee delegation. If you continue down a little bit more, you can obviously read a little bit more about their 101 authority masternodes, including academic research partners, blockchain developers, community contributors, and then the enterprise users and business and technical partners. We also have governance economic model. You can look at those as well, see what they all have to offer there. And then obviously you have the VeChain Foundation, enterprise users and partners, developers and startups, research partners, institutional partners, community investors. And if you actually go to, let's see here, if we go up here, there is something I wanted to take a look at. If we take a look at the news, I always do suggest taking a look at the news, seeing if there's anything new popping up. Right now, there's really nothing. If we go to the hot, you can see what, we see stuff all the way dated back to December 2020. There's nothing really news worthy in their on their website on VeChain. Their last one looks like it was January 28th. That probably means they're working on a lot of different things right now, and there's a lot of projects and updates to come to the news, and articles are coming soon. So you got to remember they were doing a lot of articles. If you see December 4th, December 16th, December 23rd, the fact that there hasn't been something in a while could either be, one of those things where you're kind of just getting a little worried, when are they coming out with the next big thing? Or it could be, there could be a big pump coming. There could be a lot of news coming, and it's a lot of speculation right there. If you know a little bit more about VeChain, if you do some research on the backside, you can kind of figure out what's going on as well as if you go to the website, obviously you're not going to find these things, as you see that there's really nothing to go use to your advantage here on the website itself. But they had a lot of announcing VeChain Sync 2, unlocking revolution for the entire blockchain DApp industry, enabling seamless user experience across all platforms. Obviously a big date, and they talked about that January 28th. So all it takes is a few more articles like that, and we haven't seen anything in a couple months on the website at the very least. So VeChain has a very big potential coming. If they just announce a few things, or a few articles come out about VeChain, all it takes is a little bit of hype, and VeChain will continue its way up to that 10-cent mark. If we actually refresh the price now, and you remember, guys, when you get this video, it'll most likely the prices will have changed a little bit, and there's nothing I can do about that. Unfortunately, when the volume is so high, the prices change quite a bit. So you're going to have to just unfortunately deal with that. We try to get these videos out as quickly as possible. We do no editing for that reason. We try to keep it transparent in the most recent prices. However, like I said, with the volume in the last 24 hours being 1.5 billion, the prices will change by the time this video comes out, and you'll just have to let me know in the comments below how this price prediction did. And obviously, it'll be so short term that we won't know yet, but let me know what your thoughts are on this price prediction, and let me know what your thoughts are on the current market standing at the time of the release of this video. So thanks, guys, for coming onto this video. Let's actually take a look now at the March, April, and 2021. But before I do that, I do want to say you guys can join my Discord community in the comments, or in the description below. You can join and click the link to the Discord and join and talk with like-minded crypto people like yourself, as well as follow me on Twitter and get the most recent and up-to-date information on Twitter. I will start tweeting here shortly. I've been talking about my Twitter for a little while, and I'm just trying to get a little build up of people before I start tweeting. I don't want anyone to feel left out. I want to give everyone a chance to get following before I start tweeting. So let's look and see what we see for March. Right now, we see it at that 0.0884, that 10% decrease in the last 24 hours. Like I said, a very good chance to take advantage of a dip. I think this will be right back at that 0.0965 by the end of March. Definitely a 10-cent coin. I think we see an all-time high reaching right around that 10-cent area by the end of March, and I think we stabilize right around that 10-cent area as well by the end of March. I think by the end of April, we see bigger things. We see a 12 to 14-cent VeChain. Definitely a possibility of a 15-cent VeChain, maybe an all-time high around there, and a stabilization around that 14 range, or even an all-time high of 14 cents and a stabilization around that 12-cent range. That is going to be my price prediction for March and April. If we see the end of 2021, obviously a lot depends on the market cap, circulating supply. However, VeChain definitely could go a lot farther. It's one of those coins that will be used all over. Obviously, like we said, VeChain is a cryptocurrency smart contracts platform focused on supply chain management. Always going to be a thing. Very important to every industry pretty much right now. It allows manufacturers to add sensors such as RFID tags to their products that can record data on the VeChain blockchain. Very, very big news. So VeChain 2021, I definitely see a chance at VeChain being a 20 to 25 cent coin. It does depend a lot on, like I said, the roadmap they're going on. Hopefully they continue to pump out updates and projects throughout the rest of 2021. And if it continues to stay bare like how we see on their news, on their website, if we just see nothing for the rest of the year, obviously, that could be a problem and we won't see the increase that I'm hoping for. However, if they continue to use their website like they did previously, a couple months ago, then VeChain will continue to rise. I think a lot of people, use the website for the news. There's not everybody, Google searching, VeChain news. They're trying to figure out, why aren't they, if it's a big deal, VeChain's going to put it on their website, and they understand that. So that's where they're checking. And I think because of that, VeChain's a 20, 25-cent coin if they continue to update us on their project and where they're at right now and what they're working on. So that is going to be my price prediction for the end of 2021. If you guys want, definitely hit the like button. And let me know that you like this video. Leave a comment as well. Let me know if you think my price prediction's a little off or on. Tell me why. I always like to know why. If you guys tell me, I think it could have been a little higher. Well, tell me why you think that. What do you think about VeChain? Why do you think it's going to be higher? I love, there's nothing better than seeing VET and then, 5 rocket symbols. However, I do like to see a little bit more involved with the comment as well, if possible. Tell me about, why you think VET is going to the moon. Why do you think it's skyrocketing? But if not, that's fine. Just keep those rockets coming, and then leave that like button and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. If you're not subscribed to the channel, we try to keep you guys updated on the most recent crypto information, as well as my price predictions on each and every coin I can get to. But that's my price prediction for VeChain, and I hope to see everybody in the next one. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you next time.